In this video, I'm going to be showing you the fastest way to get loot in 2019 coming up. Hey, welcome back everyone. It's another quick macro new class in this video. If this is your first time seeing me on your screen, understand the due to update information and sync bits and all search challenges. Let me know down below in the comment section what sort of challenge you want to just content I use. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel to enable notifications on seeing every episode upload. And don't forget to drop a like in the video and share this video, link in the description. I also have a daily vlog channel, including social medias, as well as the latest video, links in the description, so let's jump into the video. Okay, so kind of probably farm up, probably up blue, well, kind of help to upgrade your base. So I'm going to just be showing you some like tips and hacks you can just use to grow pretty fast in Clash of Clans in 2019. So let's jump into the video. Okay, so just gonna just say this quickly thing is, if you're a person who wants to farm up Dark Elixir, what you just do is come like an army that you can just use. Is genuinely an army that you can use to it's cheap in Dark Elixir, and you can just use a strong army to farm up Dark Elixir. If you want to farm up Elixir, what you just do is you come up with an army that is very cheap in Elixir. So what I just mean by is this, I think this army is quite high in loot. It's quite high, but you want to come like an army that's very cheap in Elixir, so you can, and then what the aim always is just get more loot. If you farm up Dark Elixir, you've got to get more Dark Elixir, and if you farm up Elixir, you've got to get more Elixir back. And for gold, it's like a little, I think probably to be a little bit difficult, because what you just have to just do is, you want to come up with an army that's, well, an army that's probably a quick army that pretty much you can just do is you can have like some troops to distract and just use sending a load of goblins just to take out a lot of defense and everything. I think just take out a lot of resources. I think just sometimes just do is it takes a bit like a longer time if you just try to push. I think it's a bit more hard for getting gold. And the last thing I just want to mention about that is that if you're just a quick tip is that if you go for inactive bases, if you're going for inactive bases, pretty much what the most of the loot is in the resources rather than the storage, because they're just empty. Or if it's okay, so, and sometimes there actually isn't any loot in it. Oh well, just a little tiny amount. Okay, so moving on. So probably gone about a little bit about raiding. So I'm gonna just kind of just tell you some like a couple of tips. So number one is that if you're going to I think it's if you when you do a raid, and if you get about 70% take like damage in total on the base, you can get about I think you can get about the maximum loot, which is about at your league is you can get about 2,600 in a raid. Well, in a raid like as a bonus. But if you do that so much, you can actually just get the loot bonus. And another way a great way to farm up loot is just genuinely do the daily events. I mean, it'll make it higher for a higher chance that you get you kind of saving loot, but you also like gaining a lot of loot as well. Okay, so and that's when you're at these events, on the troops are actually on discount, which actually is pretty much quite helpful if you're farming up. Okay, so moving on. So next we're gonna just talk is about his classic wars. So if you actually know, there's two categories. There's war leagues and war and classic. The classic war is just where two clans compete against each other, and the one that kind of gets the higher loot the one that gets the most stars kind of wins the war, and the one with the less the one that loses only get about 25% of their loot. And but if it's like both same stars, it counts on percentages. But I think if you just a draw, you don't really get any loot, and that's it. So, but just before I move on, okay, so I'm just going to say if you want to come and join this clan, which is called Falken Clashes, I'll put the details in the description. Basically, Falken Clashes is a level 12 clan. In the description says it's worldwide clashes. It's a level 12 war clan. I don't think you might believe how much how many wars it's won. It's probably won about 29 wars in a row at the moment. Since I joined the clan, it hasn't lost any wars. Okay, so. And the clan hashtag is hashtag JGU28YLC. Just a bit so. JGU28YLC. Details in the description. And it's invite only. It's doesn't require any trophy, but it's invite only, meaning either an elder, co-leader, or the leader will invite you or accept you, or they might check your base sometimes. Okay, so I think we're actually in war at the moment, and sometimes when you go into war, they actually have some like bases that if it's sometimes it's like double, like 4 times. I think it can be sometimes just as what I just mean by is it, if you go into war and then when you go into war, if there's like the double loot, that just sometimes happens on the Clash of Clans. Okay, and I'm just gonna say as quickly as that if you do some of these daily events, you can win these. I think you can win these gold. Not only you can win potions, which are very useful for you. I'm just gonna show you some potions quickly. Okay, I think I just recently did a raid and won this thing, which just says win a single player multiplayer battle and get a training potion for your efforts. So that's probably free. Okay, actually I wish that was like quite a good way. I would just imagine if you could get. Just imagine if you could if that event was just that then and you could just do raid so many times you would get training potions. Well, I mean, I get a training potion per battle that you win. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so what I'm just gonna say about it is if you go into magic items, just gonna show you a couple of them. By the way, this is just one that I actually got. I think if you can sell these, but they're not really worth as much. When they actually started off, they were worth a lot more, but they're not anymore. So the first one I'm gonna just talk about is the training potion. If you know the training potions, you just use a potion where it allows you to like speed up your time for free. I mean, you don't have to use gems. It probably costs about 60 gems, but it boosts it up for 1 hour. And I'm just gonna say the power potion. If you know the power potion, it boosts your troops at the maximum level at your town level, like goes to the maximum level at your town level. And if you just don't know, into like when a lot of troops like just do this, they start like have a kind of like a little bit of fire that comes off them. What I just mean by is I'll just show you a quick example quickly. Okay, so what I just mean if it's like flame, it means it's maxed out. As this person's got his maxed out. The healing the heal spell, the red spell, and the earthquake spell is just maxed out. Pretty much what you do with that portion is you just get maxed out troops, but instead of having like a flame, you actually get a blue one. That just kind of represent that you're using the power portion. And for probably the last one is gonna be. Oh, actually another one, a good one is the resource portion. That pretty much just as it boots all your resources. For one day we aren't like spending any gems. And I think the last one is the hero potion. The hero potion it can boost your heroes like levels up just for I think it's 5 levels. So I think by the way, some of my mini accounts. I think if you have like the Barbarian King, it'll be boosted up to like the probably I think probably town level 7 you'll be boosted probably to town level 5. I don't even go up to level 6, but only lasts for 1 hour. I think the more you use these potions, you can like extend how long they go on for. Okay, so let me know down below in the comment section what any sort of like things that I like missed out. Okay. So I'm just gonna say one more thing. Just a thing about, don't know if I mentioned it, but oh yeah, I mentioned it. I'm just gonna about inactive base. I just repeat again. If you don't know what I mean by it, inactive, when you go into like saying inactive base, most of the loot is in like the resources rather than the storages, because just saying the storages are right. With the storages, they're pretty much what they just are. There's nothing in them, and I think pretty much the best ones to go is for inactive bases, because they just offer you so much loot, and that's pretty much what I say. Okay, I can use the training potion, but I won't use it. And just gonna say, if you actually if you apply these like strategies that farm up loot fast, that means I think you can actually kind of max out in Clash of Clans pretty fast. And okay, so just let me know down below in the comment section what sort of other videos you want to. Oh, I actually probably forgot to mention about I'm just gonna mention it about the War League now. If you're on the War League, I think it came out recently in Clash of Clans. I think it came out when I think it's at town level 12 was released. I've been playing Clash of Clans for 4 years. I think the 12th of February 2015. What I just mean by is that the War League just recently, you go against 7 clans for I think 7 days, and then what just happened after basically a week, and the clan that gets the most points you get all the time get his points, and what you can just do those points is you can pretty much just spend them on loot, really. Okay, so I think you have to sometimes unlock these rewards. You have to sometimes unlock them a little bit. And I think you can also spend loot on, which is useful. If you haven't mentioned it, like any other thing, just let me know down below in the comment section. Just as a quick question is, what strategies do you use to farm loot quite fast? Okay, so that's pretty much what I say. I didn't even mention this probably again. It's that sometimes if you like see daily events, you can actually help if you just go and do the daily event. You can actually farm up more loot faster because the troops are on discount, and that's pretty much what I say. So I'll probably end the video here. If you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notifications on to when we upload, and don't forget to drop a like on the video and share this video. Link them in the description. I also have a vlog channel, link for that. I'll be in the description, as well as the latest video on the social medias, and also on this channel I do update information, sneak bits, and also challenges. Let me know down below in the comment section what sort of challenge you want me to just content ideas, and also share this video if you're like a person who watch it just to help other people how to farm up loot quickly. Just show them the video, really. Okay, so I'll probably see you in the next video. So until next time, Number the Colours out.